Good morning, Year 4. Welcome to a brand new term of virtual school. This week, we're going to be learning all about angles and properties of shape. Today, in particular, we're going to be looking at angles. But before we look at angles, we need to look at turning and rotating. So here, I've got a bird's eye view of a person, and they're facing this way. And if they turn, they can do a quarter turn. Now they've done a half turn, now a 3/4 turn, and now they've done a full turn. Now, if you watch carefully, if you watch where my arrow is here, wait to see what shape it makes. As I rotate it round, what shape do you think it makes? Any guesses? Makes a circle. Oops. If I draw a circle, maybe I can follow it perfectly. You can see here, follow that circle all the way around. So the man there has done a full turn. Now, when we talk about turns in maths, in fact, not just maths, but lots of jobs as well, it's super important if you ever go on to doing a job where you have to build something or be an engineer. It's all to do with angles. So when you do a full turn, you turn 360 degrees. And we're going to look at more about what degrees are in just a moment. So if a full turn is 360 degrees, let's just write that here. Full turn equals 360 degrees. That would mean that a half turn would be how many degrees? 180 degrees, which means a quarter of a turn from here to here would be 90 degrees. So let's look more at what degrees are. So here I've got a compass, and a compass measures how far you've turned, and it measures it in degrees. So you can see so far, it's here. It's not a compass, sorry, protractor. My protractor does. So my protractor is set to 0 degrees. This is the mathematical symbol for degrees. And if I do a quarter of a turn, you can see I'm following that circle shape again. You can see that was 90 degrees. Now you should remember this from year 3, that this is a right angle, and we recognize a right angle by doing this. So whenever you see a square in the corner, that's because it's 90 degrees. And if we carry on, this is going up in intervals of 5. Now we've done half a turn, which is 180 degrees. Now we've done 3/4 of a turn, which is 270. And now a full turn is 300. Oops, it would have been, so if we got all the way around, 325, 345, 350, 355, and then it would be 360, but then it goes back to 0 again. Just like that. So we have 90, which is a quarter turn. And actually, that's actually a right angle. So I'm going to write right angle here. You see, this is a right angle here. Right angle. And then when we did half a turn, it was 180 degrees, which is actually two right angles, isn't it? Look, we could have another right angle. Yeah. So it's half a turn or 2 quarter turns. So I'm just going to do fraction, half turn. And the next one goes to, or the next quarter turn goes to 270 degrees. And you can see we've created another right angle because we keep doing quarter turns. So that's 270 degrees. That was 3 quarter of a turn. So not a full turn yet, or a full rotation. And then when we did a whole rotation, it was 360 degrees. So I'm just going to put 1 turn. So you can see from here all the way around, you get to 360 degrees. Now you may notice a pattern. 9, 18, 27, 36. So you can use your knowledge of your 9 times tables to work out some angles. So let's just pause it there. Now I'm going to look at what happens in between these numbers. So in between 90, 180, 270, and 360. So you can see I've added some more to our video now. We've got the words acute, right angle, and obtuse. And these are words that you use to describe certain angles. So if I make an angle, I'm going to start it from 0, I'm going to work it around, and I'm going to stop there. So this angle here is 45 degrees. So any angle that is less than 90 degrees is called acute. And the way I remember it is cute. Like cute things are really small, aren't they? So a small angle is acute. So any angle that is smaller than a right angle is an, acute angle. Anything less than 90 degrees. As soon as we get to 90 degrees, well, we've now got a right angle. And then any angle that is between 91 and 180 degrees, which is a straight line, we call obtuse. So I'm going to make some angles now, and I just want you to shout the answer to me loud enough so I can hear at home. So your answer, you're either going to shout acute, right angle, or obtuse. Shout it out. Acute. Shout it out. Acute again. Shout it out. Obtuse. What if I make it small like this? Is it still an obtuse angle? Yes, it is. That angle is still 140 degrees, even though I've made my protractor very, very small. What's this one? A right angle. So remember, less than 90 is called acute. Exactly 90 is a right angle. And bigger than 90, up to 180 degrees, any that's like this is called obtuse. Now, your 3 challenges today involve all to do with angles, but then they involve different skills. Your first challenge is to fill in the missing words for challenge 1, looking specifically at acute, right angle, and obtuse. So your first challenge is all about using the correct vocabulary for angles. Challenge 2 is this game, measuring angles. So can you measure each angle within 1 degree? There are 10 angles to find. I'm going to show you how to play that now. So click on this arrow. So you can see we've got these 2 yellow lines here. So we need to measure the angle in between. So the equipment that I've got here is a protractor, which is what you use to measure angles. So if I put my mouse on it, I can rotate it in a circle. But what I need to do is measure, can you see the 0 right here? I need to measure it up perfectly so it's on the yellow line. And what I'm going to do, because I'm looking at 0, we always count from 0, don't we, and go up. So I'm going to count it this way. So I think that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 62 degrees.